guys, I thought I would make a video looking at how to answer questions that are directly in the text because some of our friends are having a hard time, and that's okay, looking for text evidence if it's directly in the text. I mean, it's like right there. And in class, I always tell you guys, it's not cheating to use the passage. You don't have to memorize it as soon as you read it. You can go back and read it. Whenever I was taking tests when I was in school, I would always read the passages 2 times, and then even when I'm answering my questions, I'm going back to find those questions or those answers in the text. It's not cheating if you use the test. It's right there. It's for you to go back. So let's just look at that. We have read this passage in class before. I want to say I think so. And so this is called Maya's New Backpack. And to start off, I'm just going to read it to you, and then we're going to answer these questions together. Maya's New Backpack. Maya was excited to start a new school year. She was excited to see her friends again and to meet her new teacher. She was the most excited about using her backpack, her new backpack. She sat down on the floor with all of her school supplies in her bright pink backpack. First, Maya put the crayons in her backpack. She would use the crayons to draw pictures for her new teacher, Mrs. Smith. Next, she would put her scissors in her backpack. She could use the scissors to cut out hearts for her best friend. Next, Maya would put in her new princess pencils. Finally, she thought of all the stories she could write with them. Finally, Maya put a bottle of glitter glue in her backpack. It would make everything she made sparkle. She had everything put in its place. Maya carefully zipped up the backpack and put it next to the door. She smiled as she thought of what a great year it would be. So what we've done was we just read the passage. We just read to see what it was about, and now we're going to answer the first question. Now remember, you're going to read the question 3 times before you answer it. That's what you're supposed to always do. So it says, what is the first thing that Maya put in her new backpack? So I'm going to read it again. What is the first thing that Maya put in her new backpack? I'm trying to figure out what the first thing that Maya put in her new backpack is. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to try to think about which passage or which paragraph out of 1, 2, and 3 would talk about when she started putting stuff in her backpack. So in this first passage, she didn't really put anything in her backpack yet. She just kind of brought up the fact that she has a backpack, which is cool, but it doesn't answer the question. Here it starts off by saying, first, Maya put something in her backpack. The question's saying, what is the first thing Maya put in her backpack? So it tells me first she put something into her backpack. What was the thing that she first put in? Well, it says first Maya put her crayons in her backpack. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to type my answer. The first thing Maya put in her new backpack was crayons. Now guys, I used a complete sentence. Excuse me for the typo. I used a complete sentence to answer. I didn't just say crayons. That's not enough. You've got to use a complete sentence. Okay, going back, it says first she put crayons in the backpack. It seems redundant, but it's right there in the text. So please refer back to the text. Let's look at number 2. What did Maya put in her backpack right before she put the glitter glue in? What did she put in her backpack right before she put the glitter glue in? We're trying to figure out what she put in her backpack right before she put her glitter glue in. And guys, it might sound funny that I'm repeating myself, but I read the question 3 times so I know what it's asking. So the big thing here is before. So we need to figure out what she put in the backpack before she put the glitter glue in. So we're going to find where she talked about glitter glue. So I know that's in the second paragraph, so I'm going to go back and read it until I find it. First, Maya put her crayons in her backpack, then she would use the crayons to draw the pictures. Next, she put her scissors in the backpack, blah, blah, blah. Next, Maya put in her new princess pencils. And finally, she put in glitter glue in her backpack. So right here, it says she put glitter glue in. So now I'm going to ask, my question says, what did she put in right before? So what did she put in before her glitter glue? Well, I'm going to go back and look. It says next she put in the princess pencils, and then she put in the glitter glue. So before the glitter glue, she put in her new princess pencils. So I'm going to type that too. Right before Maya put in her glitter glue, she put in her new princess pencils. You see what I'm doing there? Alright, I'm going to go on to the next one. What did Maya plan on using her scissors for? So now I'm going to go back, and I know that one's also in paragraph 2. So what did she plan on using her scissors for? What did she plan on using her scissors for? So I'm going to look at where she wrote about scissors. Next, she put her scissors in the backpack. She could use the scissors to cut out hearts for her best friend. That answers my question. Maya plans on using scissors to cut out hearts for her best friend. I got it. Except for it's cute. There you go. Cut. Alright, I've answered that. Now what I want you to do is pause the video for a minute. And I want you to find this last one. Read it 3 times to yourself. What is the name of Maya's new teacher? Pause the video if you need to take a little longer. Now if you have your answer, I want you to write it on a piece of notepaper and see if your sentence, your answer sentence, is similar to mine. Alright, I'm going to go in. So I know that it didn't say anything about her new teacher, the name of her new teacher in paragraph 1. It did say something about the name of her new teacher in paragraph 2. It said that she would use the crayons to draw pictures for her new teacher, Mrs. Smith. So down here, I'm going to type Maya's new teacher name is Mrs. Smith. And I've answered all my questions. Now, guys, I'm going to assign a ReadWorks or a quiz for you to go with this. Now, keep in mind, not all answers are perfectly in the text, but a lot of them are. And so you have to be very careful. You've got to look closely because you don't want to get one wrong just because you're not going back and looking. All right, thanks, guys.